You know, you're going to meet the nicest people anywhere you go, or the worst. It all depends what you attract. Hey, everybody, this is Matt from workanywhere.life. And this morning, it was time to do laundry. I've been on the road for a week. I'm here in North Carolina, all the way down from New Hampshire. And it was just time. There's only so much clothing you can take on a month-long trip without having to do laundry. So I looked up the nearest laundromat near me. I went down there. The place is not the most glorious example of a laundromat, but there were some people in there. No problem. I'm not a frequent flyer in laundromats, so I needed a little bit of help. I'm sure that I looked like a lost puppy because I put my stuff in the washer and then I needed quarters, so I went over to the ATM. I put my card in. It told me it was declined. I don't know why. Whatever. There's plenty of room on the card to get $30. $20, so I could use $3 in the washer. So whatever. After a few minutes, this very tiny woman didn't even come up to about here on me, comes over and says, "Do you need help?" And she wasn't an employee. She was just there doing her laundry. What a sweetheart. So we tried putting in my card a few more times. It keeps getting declined. It doesn't give me a reason why. Whatever. And then she she grabs a 20 out of her purse. She runs it through the change maker. She gets $20 in quarters, gives me $3 for the washer and another $1.50 for the dryer, and says, "Let me walk you through this." I said, "Well, that's great. I also need detergent." I was so pathetic, I'm sure. And she said, "Oh, sweetheart, let me bring you over to the counter." And we talked to the lady at the counter, and she said, "Well, you want to buy this jug of liquid? You want to buy a thing with fabric softener?" I said, "No fabric softener. Everybody knows that stuff is bad, right? If you don't know yet, don't use fabric softener, right? It's just horrible stuff, toxic. But I won't rant on that right now." So, and I said, "I have one small load. I don't need a whole bottle." She said, "Oh, you just need a pod to throw in there." "Yeah, I do. Can I get one of those?" She said, "I'll just give you one." So I've got one nice old lady. She's probably a little older than me. Yes. I'm trying not to say that, but she's helping me feed the machine and set it up. And then I've got this other nice lady who's running the laundromat, gives me a pod to use. And I tell you, everyone was just so sweet. Oh my gosh. And I told the lady, while my wash is in the laundry, "I'll go up to the bank and I'll get money to repay you." She said, No. It's me. It's a gift. It's like, I just run into the nicest people everywhere you go if you attract that into your life. And apparently today that's what I attracted, and I am ever so grateful for those nice humans. So there you have it, folks, my story of the day. There is goodness in the world, and that's something to think about. Thanks.